Somebody is lying. And
is Amber Heard lying about selling a video of Johnny Depp to TMZ? Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial? What is this about?
I'm legal analyst Emily D. Baker. Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial day 7. Amber Heard's team played a video of Johnny Depp pouring himself a mega pint of wine and slamming into cabinets. Johnny Depp said on the stand that this video was illegally or surreptitiously recorded, and you can see Amber Heard trying to block the camera with a cup or a mug before he discovers it's being recorded. However, when this video was released shortly after the divorce on TMZ.com, it was speculated that Amber Heard sold the video, which she denied. And then yesterday, this happened on my video. I received a copyright claim on 2 videos talking about this court evidence, but it's saying it's called Johnny Depp Goes Off on Amber Heard, and someone is claiming they own the copyright to this video. Want to see who says they own it? That's right. TMZ is saying they own it. How do they own the copyright if it wasn't sold to them? I have questions. Somebody is lying.
That's crazy. She's H3H3 friend. Emily's a former DA from LA County. I believe she's super reliable. Yeah. Fetishizing someone else's trauma might mean you need help. No, they're not even like, first of all, they're trivializing domestic abuse. Not Emily. I'm saying like the people who are cutting like TikTok videos and shit, which is really weird. Like there's a lot of people who are straight up cutting TikTok videos where it's like the music playing in the background. You know what I mean? And it's like Johnny Depp looking hot, and then he's like looking hot, and then you hear what they're fucking talking about, and it's like him getting, oh, this.
After you detox from the opiates, have you ever taken it?
I mean, this only has 175 likes, though. There's fucking way more that here. Let's just look at Johnny Depp TikTok.
Sweet, funny, nice, all those things, you know. And she was, and from the beginning of our relationship at that time, for a good year and a half, she was wonderful. And then things just started to change, or things started to reveal themselves. That's, I think, is a better way to put it.
This one. Oh, this one. Yeah, this is the one I saw.
Good afternoon, Mr. Roddenborn. Could you say that again?
2 years
quite
before,
possibly, sorry.
2 years before either the online or the print.
I'm sorry, I was just going to finish my
I think you answered my question, sir. Thank you. This is hearsay, Your Honor. And objection calls for hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor, this is what...
That is true, Mr. Roddenborn.
Mr. Depp, that is
They got like Wii music playing in the background while he's like doing a fucking, he's getting cross-examined. Like, what the fuck?
your signature on the right, correct?
Yes, it is.
Dated August 15th, 2016, right?
That's what it says, yes.
And this is this is a document you signed, right?
For the third time, that is my signature, yes. With Ms. Heard.
Hearsay, Your Honor.
It's just like weird, you know? What the
Your
fuck's
Honor,
happening?
you could just remind the witness that since he's still on the stand, he's not to discuss his testimony
Right.
with anyone, including his
Right,
counsel.
and again, Mr. Depp, since you're still testifying, you can't discuss your testimony with anybody to include your attorneys, okay?
Thank you, Your
That's
Honor.
fine.
And Your Honor, if you could just remind the witness that since he's still on the stand, he's not to discuss his testimony
Right.
with anyone, including his
Right,
counsel.
and again, Mr. Depp, since you're still testifying, you can't discuss your testimony with anybody to include your attorneys, okay?
Thank you, Your
That's
Honor.
fine.
Acting like you've never seen a TikTok before, by the way. I mean, I have. It's just... I don't understand. Like, what are you fucking... Are you acting like it's just normal to fucking make, like, Wii music TikToks with Johnny Depp literally fucking getting cross-examined on talking about domestic abuse? Yes, you are just old. It's weird, man. It's not even, like, supposed to be humorous. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. I'm literally... Maybe I'm old. I mean, fuck it. Fuck it, YOLO. I'm old, okay? I'm old, and I'm right, but I'm old. It's called production value, Dad. Come on. Society a spectacle moment? Yeah. I have seen memes on Okay Buddy with meme music and 9/11. What do you mean? Yeah, but 9/11 is, you know, not as individualized for Americans. You know what I mean? And it happened in 2001. So it's a little bit different. It's something that everyone in America went through. You know what I mean? It's like something that we all went through collectively. Whereas like domestic abuse in this situation is like hyper individual and hyper specific. Like, I don't think everybody is like, oh, I'm triggered by acts of terror because of 9/11. You know what I mean? People don't do that. And anyone who does that is like, come on, you're ridiculous. I think people are making weed memes starring 9/11 victims. Yeah, if they were like, if people were literally showing like individuals flying off the fucking buildings or some shit with weed music, you would understandably be like, that's a bit too far, I think. Let's dial it back a little bit. Now, anyway, listen, don't get me wrong. I mean, I am a fucking monkey for content, okay? And this is, and I hate to admit it, but incredibly fucking interesting stuff. So we are going to watch it. People are making fun of her lawyers. They did a poor job. Johnny picked up on it and is very cynical during examination. I think like a lot of people are also getting like parasocial relationships that they're getting into with Johnny Depp right now over the course of the court proceedings. So, you know, I do see that a lot. People are getting like violently vicious about defending Johnny Depp, which for all of the information I've seen thus far is a bit understandable. It does seem like he was kind of wronged a little bit in the situation. And it's not even just men's rights activists. Lots of incels and men's rights activists have a lot riding on this trial. Certainly. But also, I think it's beyond that. There's a lot of fucking young Zoomers and shit that also personally are invested in this court case now because of TikTok. They're watching it. So I see it. She cut off his finger. Okay, stop repeating shit that I know already. I'm already on Johnny Depp's side, you fucking idiots. Look, this is what I mean. Like, this is literally what I mean. I'm already on Johnny Depp's side, and people are like speculating that I might not be as on Johnny Depp's side, and they're like, she cut off his finger. Like, I know, dingus. Calm down, okay? She pooped in his bed, okay? She pooped in his bed. She did not bite his finger off. I think she threw a bottle at his hand, and that cut his finger off. I don't get people getting into parasocial relationship with Johnny. I hope you're not one of them, Hasan. I care for your well-being. Let me know if you need someone to talk to, Hasan. Thanks, Chance's pooped pants. Always with fire. Did you see Susu's tweet? I did, yes. Anyway, if Kyle Rittenhouse walked away, Amber will. You don't know the power of a white woman. Kyle Rittenhouse is not a white woman, though. Anyway. How are you watching this when Marjorie Titan Green is on the stand right now? Because it's not... Marjorie Titan Green is not even remotely interesting. Okay? She's getting fucking cross-examined by a prosecutor who's like, oh, you were involved in January 6th. Like, I don't care. Shit's washed. Okay? It's just, and nothing's going to come of it anyway. Marjorie, this is great for her, first of all, because she gets to swag the fuck out and be like, look how dope I am. Okay, look how sick I am. All the libs hate me. They want to take me down. They want to take me down because, like, I'm so fucking good at being a truth teller about pedophilia in the Democratic Party. Okay, look at this, gay judge who's doing this because he's gay. and automatically a groomer or whatever the fuck she's gonna say at the end of this process. Donald Trump's gonna fucking put out a press release again. You know what I mean? It's just like, here, I gave you my precog. I gave you my takes already. And then nothing's gonna come of it in the end. Please stop simping for Amber. Okay, stop. Please don't do this. Please. I don't even like the jokes anymore when people like make it seem like my position is the opposite of what my position actually is, because like other people take that seriously and run with it. What is this? For the what? What carried in her purse for the entire relationship? Milani color correcting palette. Take note, alleged abuse was around 2014, 2016, got divorced in 2016. Makeup palette release date, December 2017. What is happening?
Cause I'm an international super spy. Super spy!
Confirmed release in 2017. What is going on right now, dude? TikTok combines the "we did it" Reddit energy with like actually TikTok is the worst because it took like Tumblr woke shit and cranked it up to like its maximum degree. It took the Reddit detective shit, the we did it Reddit energy, and cranked it up to 11. It's literally the worst social media platform, okay? That's the makeup she said she used to hide her bruises. Okay, but like, guys, you know, she probably used different makeup, okay? Like, that's not a good enough fucking thing to be like, oh, we got him. You know what I mean? What? Like, I'm not even on her side, but like that in and of itself is just like, I feel like that in and of itself is not going to be enough to be like, oh, there you go. We got it. Like, yeah, okay, she got the fucking makeup brand or the palette wrong. You know what I mean? Are you going to say, oh, well, that doesn't matter. No one would ever fucking... Her lawyer held it up to the jury and says she called the palace with her. She carried the palace with her throughout the entire relationship. Electoral politics is so fucking washed now. Wow, a Dem that will do nothing is going to lose to a Republican that will fuck me either way. It depends on your For You page on TikTok. Mine is just videos of cats, dogs, and melodrama fight videos. Is fun. No, I got the explanation. I can explain. Their lawyers were saying that the reason why Amber didn't have any bruises was because she carried that makeup palette throughout her whole relationship in 2014, 2016, and that palette didn't come out till 2017. I agree with you. That's a stretch. Her team is making a big deal about that palette, though. Yeah, that's really fucking stupid. Like, makeup is makeup. I'm sure they were using a different fucking palette, if she was even using a palette. I also don't even think that she, like, routinely got beat up. So there's that. It's just like really dumb on either side of this argument. Like just a minor fucking a minor inconsistency is not going to blow this case wide open. You know what I mean? Like people carry makeup. You're crazy. That's not. I got it. I know that the makeup company fucking posted the video, but or makeup company exposed this person, but you guys are making a bigger deal out of it. Yeah, if the foundation don't blend, the lawsuit must end. Yeah, if it don't fit, acquit, dude. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Bro, there's literally only one color palette, and makeup was invented in 2017. Guys, she took a shit in the bed, okay? And there's also like way more damning shit. Like her literally being like, oh yeah, you're gonna fucking tell people? You're gonna fucking tell people that like I beat you up? Who's gonna believe you, Johnny? You know, that literally stuck with my brain. That audio lives in my fucking brain, okay? It lives at the part of, it just planted itself in the back of my dome. Like that's crazy. That's just like terrifying. Anyway, a complete timeline of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard relationship and abuse allegations from both sides. Trigger warning, graphic descriptions and photos ahead. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard met on the set of The Rum Diary. Oh my God, they met on the set of Rum Diary? Bro, listen. Isn't that like one of Johnny Depp's worst? Okay, anyway. In 2009, but it wasn't until the promotion of the film in late 2011 that they reportedly became romantically involved. Depp was 48, Heard was 25. Depp was also still dating Vanessa Paradis at the time. Prior to Depp, Heard was dating Tasya Van Ree. In September 2009, Heard was arrested for allegedly striking Tasya at an airport. So we talked about this before. Van Ree states Heard was wrongfully arrested and that the incident was misinterpreted and sensationalized. Charges against Heard were quickly dropped. Now, she said it was misinterpreted and then ended up saying the fucking arresting officers were fucking lesbophobes. Okay? They literally were like, oh, the arresting officers were lesbophobes, like they were lesbophobic or whatever. And when they found out that we were lesbians, that's the reason why they said it was domestic abuse. Except it came out that one of the fucking cops was literally a lesbian. So anyway, that part of it is also crazy. Like they straight up were just like, oh, they were lesbophobic, and that's why they arrested us and made it seem like it was a much bigger deal than it actually was. And then it came out that the cop that was literally the arresting officer was a lesbian. So, that's also wild. In June 2012, Johnny Depp announces, but for the record, like, I have some experience in this. And I will tell you this much, like, look, you can, not saying that everyone should or anything like that. Please don't fucking yell at me. But you can forgive and grow and forgive your abuser, okay, in a relationship. Like, you can want them to not be fucking destroyed ultimately in the end. Some people don't want that, and it completely varies on the fucking degree of abuse and whatever. I'm giving you my own personal experience, so don't fucking yell at me in this situation. Suck my dick if you think that that's unacceptable, okay? Because I know that people are going to get fucking super mad, all right? And yell and get really fucking annoying. But I personally have, okay, in my past. I don't care about it. I don't want to fucking bring it up. I only talk about it when it comes to my like own personal biases and shit like that. It's a part of the process of moving on and growing out of it and dealing with trauma. I think that's healthy for me. Okay, it was healthy for me. Might be healthy for you as well. But fucking not for everybody. But it could have been this in this case. They could have not wanted. She could have not wanted her girlfriend at the time to not go to fucking jail over it. You know what I mean? I know, it's really fucking frustrating when you bring this stuff up, though, because, people will clip this out of context and be like, fuck you. Chad thinks forgiving your abuser means marrying them permanently, apparently. Yeah, exactly. What? Forgiving your abuser? What the fuck? Fuck you, dude. Yeah, that means, like, you have to continue getting abused by them. That's what that means. That's what I'm saying. It does, in my experience, again, personal. This is personal experience. Okay, this is extremely individual. In my experience, helpful. It is helpful in moving on. But everyone has their own journey, so that's a random tidbit there. In June 2012, Johnny Depp announces that he and his partner of 14 years, Vanessa Paradis, have split. From there, things quickly heat up between Depp and Heard. E reports Depp was smitten so smitten with Heard, he bought her a horse. It's Hollywood celebrity actor things. The actress begins to regularly visit Depp on set. So now they are, fucking heating up. Okay, they're getting heated up. In 2013, Depp is profiled by Rolling Stone in an article where he reveals a dependency on pain medication and alcohol, but also that he has been sober for a year and a half. He reportedly falls off the wagon right before the first alleged incident of abuse. Is Johnny Depp indigenous, by the way? Like, what the fuck? Some people are saying yes, he is. Some people are saying no. Or it's one of those things where it's like, is he indigenous or is he a white guy who's like kind of tan and kind of weird and quirky? So people are like, so he can get away with being like, yes, I'm indigenous, actually. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I know this is from Lone Ranger. I know. I don't care. He's just, but it is a phenomena in Hollywood where it was a phenomena with white people in general, but it's certainly one that like always you see in Hollywood where like Jason Momoa is, I thought he was just like straight Australian. And then I found out he's literally from like Iowa or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like a lot of people do that. Like a lot of people go, I mean, Jason Momoa has like at least a closer route to being, I think, indigenous Hawaiian, I think. He's not Samoan though. Or is he Samoan? I don't know. He is, Momoa is Maori Udingus. I think Jason Momoa does have like lineage traced back, but not as Maori as I thought he was, and maybe you as well. I don't know, but anyway, let's continue. No shot, dude. Are you serious? He was born in Hawaii but moved to Iowa. He was born in Hawaii, not Iowa. Jason Momoa is, okay, oh, thank you. He identifies as Native Hawaiian, his race, and Polynesian, his ethnicity. According to a 2010 article from Des Moines Register, Momoa, 40, was born in Honolulu and gets his Native Hawaiian heritage from his father's side. However, at 6 months old, he moved to his mother's hometown in Norwalk, Iowa. Yeah, he grew up in Iowa. Like, I was just shocked. I literally just thought that he was, in my mind, I made up in my head canon that Jason Momoa was like Maori and like, I don't know, or like, you know, from New Zealand or something. Like, I literally thought that. So when I found out that he fucking grew up in Iowa, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, dude. How did that happen? And when I say head canon, this is a total random subject that we arrived at, okay? But when you know what I fucking mean, dude? And when I found out, I was like, that's crazy. But also, I didn't get there on my own. It was just like presented to me that way so much throughout media. Anyway, he's cool as fuck though. Jason Momoa is dope. So, except for being from Iowa, which is of course, a big diss for him, but Google says Johnny Depp is of English descent and says nothing about indigenous. He larps a little. Yeah, there's like a lot of Hollywood actors that are like that. Anyway, let's continue. This is totally irrelevant to the conversation. The first allegation of abuse occurs on March 2013. Heard claims Depp slapped her 3 times after she made a joke about his "We Know Forever" tattoo. She claims to have a text in which he apologized for turning into the monster. Depp denies the incident and doesn't recall the joke. Okay. Miss Wass continued. It was when Miss Heard laughed at the tattoo that read "We Know Forever" because at the stage you were in fact acting like a wino, like an alcoholic, and you were acting very sensitive about it. Do you agree? I would say that I was initially very disappointed in myself after 160 days having broken my sobriety. She said, "Do you accept that Miss Heard was making a joke about your tattoo, wino forever?" Depp replied, "I do not recall any conversation." Miss Wass said, "You then, Mr. Depp, slapped Miss Heard across the face." The actor responded, "That's not correct. It's untrue. It didn't happen." Ms. Wass said, "You slapped her more than once because after you slapped her the first time, she didn't react. She just eyeballed you. She just stared at you, and that made you more angry, and you slapped her again." Depp says that's patently untrue. Later in March 2013, Depp and Heard have another altercation, which he refers to in text as the disco bloodbath. He accuses Heard of having an affair and backhands her while wearing heavy rings. Heard claims he hit her so hard, blood from her lips landed on the wall. Okay. Here's a text message. "Just thought that you should know that there exists a book titled Disco Bloodbath. That is all. We need that book. Is it about last Friday night by any chance? How can you make me smile about such a hideous moment? Yes, it is. Funny bitch. I fucking love you, you cunt." What is going on? What is wrong with Hollywood people, dude? They're fucking... Okay. How can you make me smile about such a hideous moment? You fucking bitch, you cunt. Actually, I don't even know if that's Amber Heard saying that or he's saying that. A photo taken after the alleged disco bloodbath incident is revealed in court. Depp claims it proves Heard has no visible face injuries. Heard claims she's hiding her bruise behind her hair in the photo. In late March 2013, Heard vents to her mother about her troubled relationship with Depp. She alleges Depp was completely off the wagon by this point and in a spiral. Depp refers to these texts as Heard admitting he wasn't violent with her. I can't tell Dad. He's nuts, Mom. Violent and crazy. I'm heartbroken that this is who I love. Dealing with Johnny's spiral is terrible, Mom. I don't know what to do. It's okay, Mom. He's not being violent with me. He's just even raging in general, and the crazy mood swings and binges are really difficult for me to handle. I feel like I'm on a very fascinating... I mean, she literally says he's not being violent with me, but okay. I feel like I'm on a very fascinating train that's about to explode. I don't want to jump off and leave my love behind, so I stay on the train even though I know it's about to explode. My heart is broken. I'm okay physically. JD didn't hit me or anything last night. I told him that would be if he did, and it worked last night. But I'm scared by what I see and who I see now. It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on a bench. He makes Dad look like a saint when he falls off the wagon. Okay, that's kind of wild. And I love this. I knew from watching this yesterday, probably had great sex. There's no way you're in this type of relationship without hot sex. Okay, dude. I mean, calm down. Yeah, abuse victims never lie to their parents about abuse. Be charitable, lol. Okay, the reason why I think it's like a little bit different than the black or white immediately like Amber Heard was a victim of abuse take that you are fucking engaging in right now is because there's fucking, again, audio recording of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard having conversations where she's like admitting that, no one will believe him if he were to come out with the abuse that he is withstanding. So what the fuck do you want me to do? Okay? Calm the fuck down. You weirdo. What the fuck? Also, remember, like, men can be abused, okay? That's the thing. I know that for a lot of people that's like impossible, but they can. From the one soundbite they played at the trial, Amber said non sequitur multiple times, and that's when I knew this shit was fucking wild. Yeah. Hello. Men can be abused, okay? Yeah, there's also other additional recordings of her being like, I didn't punch you, I hit you. I didn't punch you, I hit you. It's not that hard. I mean, I've been in a fucking situation similar to this, okay? So shut the fuck up. In June 2013, during a night of drinking and drugs, Depp allegedly becomes enraged when a female friend of hers flirts with her. He threatens to break the woman's wrist. He then damages the trailer they were staying in and refers to Heard as the lesbian camp counselor. This was fun. Some of this stuff is funny because, like, I mean, obviously, bigotry is unacceptable. Do not misunderstand me. But they're literally just being like, on the one hand, yes, Amber Heard may have like, beaten you up, but also on the other hand, you were lesbophobic. So who's the real villain in this situation? Okay. Like, who's the real villain here? You know what I mean? Like, you said that she was a lesbian camp counselor. Fuck you. Okay. Fuck you, sweaty. Kind of like when I'm talking about this shit and then I tell you, like, at the top of the hour, there is a 60-second ad break and I serve it to you. But then I tell you, like, if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get one free Prime subscription a month. It's kind of like that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. It happens. It freaking happens, dude. All right? You can also get gifted a sub. No, wait, no, he didn't deny that he said that. If you watch the vid in court, he says that he said that. No, I know he said that. No, I know he said that. I just think it's funny when they're literally are like using anything and everything they can to be like, you were lesbophobic in 2013. Like, guess what, sweaty? Twitter, do your thing. Okay. Like, they're in a fucking relationship. She's bisexual, and they're in a relationship. Like, I'm sure she fucking... Like, they clearly love each other in an incredibly toxic way. I'm sure that, words were fucking said that now, in context, or now devoid of context, is like, wow, these fucking insults, like, holy shit, unacceptable. Don't drop the ball. Eyes on the prize, folks, okay? Judge be like, he's canceled, case dismissed, and then he plays Wii music. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? Judge be like, all right, dude. All right, you fucking canceled, dude. Boom. Boom. I'm running the top of the hour ad break. I forgot to run it. Here it is. Okay, I'm done. Let's continue. Miss Heard, 34, claims their then boyfriend, Mr. Depp, became enraged and jealous when one of her friends, referred to as Kelly Sue and described as having been very close to Miss Heard, touched her. Ms. Watts continued, you actually became extremely angry with Kelly Sue and became quite unpleasant, shouting at her and eventually saying to her, do you know how much pressure it would take to break your wrist? Mr. Depp denied that was the case and said, I removed Miss Kelly Sue's hand from Miss Heard's body and told her not to do that. Depp also denied calling Heard a lesbian camp counselor until a text with the phrase was produced, leaving the actor insisting he still never uttered it out loud, Sky said. Now, there's new information from this, from the court proceedings where he got caught in a lie. He has called her a lesbian camp counselor, and he basically said she called herself that, and that it wasn't that big of a deal in 2013 or some shit like that. I think that's what he said. I think it's pretty funny. Obviously, it's unacceptable. It's lesbophobic. I don't even know what the fuck this has to do with this situation, but again, not enough, I think. Doesn't meet the bar of like domestic abuse. Literally the boyfriend with the bisexual girlfriend meme. Despite turmoil in their relationship, Depp and Heard became engaged in January 2014. Heard is photographed wearing an engagement ring, and later the couple confirmed the engagement to People magazine. Okay. In May 2014, while on a plane, Heard alleges Depp confronted her about shooting romantic scenes with James Franco and accused her of having an affair. To be fair, is James Franco. I would be fucking sussed out too, okay? Depp proceeds to taunt, throw things at, and kick Heard. He later texts her an apology. Depp's assistant confirms the incident. Once again, I find myself in a place of shame and regret. Of course, I am sorry. I really don't know why or what happened. What the fuck is Steve? But I will never do it again. I want to get better for you and for me. I must. My illness somehow crept up and grabbed me. I can't do it again. I can't live like that again. And I know you can't either. I must get better, and I will for both of us starting today. I love you again. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I love you and feel so bad for letting you down. Yours. I see that understanding and forgiveness ain't on the menu. Who is Steven? That's what he calls her? Or is Steve Johnny? Steve is Amber Heard's nickname for Johnny? Wait, what? What the fuck? Johnny is Steven, Amber is Slim. Yo, what is wrong with people? What the fuck? That's so weird. And definitely wouldn't say that to me and deserve it. I'm sad. I'm sad that he doesn't have a better way to really know the severity of his actions this day. Unfortunately for me, I remember in full detail what happened. He was appalled when I told him he kicked you. He cried. It was disgusting, and he knows it. I wasn't with him. Sent you the second text. He read it to me and said it was the wrong text to send. He then sent the third one and sat and cried again after on the bed. He's a little lost boy, and he needs all the help he can get. He's so very sorry, and he should be. He's done this many times before. Tokyo, the island, London. Remember that? I always stay. I always believe he's going to get better. And then every 3 or so, I'm in the... Okay, that's it? I want to know more. So this looks like one of those instances where it's like, you know, it seems like it's, yeah, there's definitely some abuse happening on behalf of Johnny Depp, doing it to Amber Heard. Out of all of the ones that we have seen thus far, this absolutely strikes me as one of the incidents that is definitely where Johnny Depp also was abusive. For the record. Calling a 40-plus-year-old man a little lost boy, he's a bit too much, ain't it? I mean, dude, you got to understand, a lot of these fucking guys, a lot of these fucking people in Hollywood are like emotionally and mentally stunted. That's not an excuse, obviously. But also on top of that, like, they are deeply broken people, right? They're doing substance abuse. It's very obvious that Johnny Depp is like dealt with alcohol and drug abuse his entire life. Like, he's had addiction problems. Very clear to me that like he just strikes me as the type of person who has not been able to get better and is constantly dealing with it, constantly falling off the wagon. And when he ends up falling off the wagon, and he you know becomes like this unstable person that explodes anywhere and everywhere. So You know, that's what it seems like to me. In August 2014, Depp goes to his private island to detox from painkillers. During this time, Heard alleges he grabbed her by the hair and pushed her. Heard texts an on-site nurse for help. Depp says he was in no physical state to get violent and accuses Heard of withholding his meds. Depp told the court it was the lowest point in my life when he was in a great deal of pain, suffering uncontrollable spasms and sobbing on the childlike floor. He accused Heard of withholding medication that would ease the process, calling it one of the cruelest things that she has ever done, the court was told. However, the Sun's lawyer, Sasha Was, said Heard, 34, was following instructions from Depp's medical team and pointed out she had contacted a nurse who was staying on the island to say he was screaming and had pushed her. I did not push Miss Heard or attack her in any way, Depp said. I was not in a condition to do so in any case. Following the detox trip, Depp texts Heard's mother that he couldn't have made it without Amber, stating, "It was Amber and Amber only that got me through this." He reportedly remained sober for the next few months. I couldn't have made it without her. I would have gone for a swim and swallowed a big drink of ocean without her, to be honest. It was hell of my own doing that your little girl walked through with me step by step. I know you're already proud of her, but if you'd seen her in action, amazing. It was an exercise of monumental patience and instinct. I wouldn't be alive, sweetheart. There was more than a few times when I thought it would be more simple to take that route. It was Amber and Amber only that got me through this. It was not easy. Thank you for her first, and thank you and that sweet fucker David for all of your words of support. I'm through the other side now, I think. I hope. All this boys love, your son, Outlaw. In 2015 of January, Heard alleges Depp slapped her, grabbed her by the hair, and knelt on her back in the Tokyo hotel room. Depp denies any abuse as his children were in the other room nearby. The couple later attends the Mordecai premiere where Depp says Amber had no visible injuries. He's such a drama. Yeah, he is like fucking whack. I mean, he's so fucking whack on that stuff. Like, it's typical Hollywood mega cringe shit. Okay, your son outlaw. Like, bro, you're not an outlaw. You have a fucking penthouse with, like, you have 6 penthouses on your island compound. Okay. Also, Mordecai sucked, but I digress. It's just theater kids. Okay. A month later in February 2015, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp tie the knot in a private ceremony in LA. They have a larger wedding ceremony on Depp's private island in the Bahamas. What? She admitted it? What do you mean? She admitted what?
Hey, everyone.
She admitted what? Okay, you can't fucking send me an hour-long video. You have to give me a timestamp. Anastasia Beaver House? What is this? She admitted it. Watch this hour-long video. Okay, fuck it. YOLO. Ever Scissorhands sucked? Yeah, I said it. Okay, you're wrong about that. You're wrong for this one. All of Johnny Depp's, Tim Burton shit has been fire. Ever Scissorhands was great. A month later, in February 2015, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp tie the knot in a private ceremony. They have a larger wedding ceremony in Depp's private island in the Bahamas. Heard says to testify she warned Amber, "A ring won't stop him from hitting you." The most severe abuse allegations occur in March 2015, where Heard claims Depp put her through a hostage situation over the course of 3 days in Australia. Heard alleges Depp was abusing ecstasy and alcohol, and that he viciously assaulted her, putting her in fear for her life. So a lot of what she's saying here is pretty much at the basis for why this current current defamation lawsuit is happening. So Amber Heard came out and wrote, for those of you who don't know the background, let's just stop for a brief moment here. Amber Heard came out and wrote an op-ed in The Guardian when the Me Too shit was popping off, okay? Saying that, there were 14 moments where Johnny Depp abused her, physically abused her. And originally Johnny Depp sued Amber, or not Amber Heard, but The Guardian, okay, for releasing this. And a judge in Oibrov court decided that 12 out of the 14, including instances where, now we have found out that, Amber Heard was actually the responsible party. Was it WAPO, not The Guardian? I thought it was The Guardian. Am I wrong? Wait, people are saying The Sun. People are saying WAPO. Wait, what the fuck? Did I fuck this up? On defamation. Does it matter? It does matter. I mean, I don't want to get the fucking minor details wrong. It doesn't matter. The Sun for the UK, WAPO for Amber now. Oh, no. The current one. I'm not talking about the current one. I'm talking about the UK one. I'm not. Okay. The original one, the original court case was against the Sun, I guess. It wasn't the Guardian. I was wrong about that. and he was the Sun called him a wife beater. And then in the Oibrov court case, out of the 14 instances of domestic abuse detailed by Amber Heard in the original WAPO article about Me Too, that the Sun was basing their takes off of, I guess, the Oibrov court found in 12 of them that it was at least like somewhat credible. Oh, thought you were talking about which paper broke. Is she lying? No. It's very difficult to prove libel in England. Oibrov courts are a little different, but I don't think it's difficult to prove libel. I thought that they had like less free speech laws, so it's easy to fucking get sued for libel and get ass cheeks clapped. But nonetheless, it's easier to prove, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter because the burden of proof for a judge to declare whether, domestic abuse happened or not is way, way lower. It's just the judge's discretion of being like, yeah, you are drunk. You are a drunk person. You are an abuser of alcohol and drugs. So you might not be the best in a he said, she said situation. You did not have all your mental faculties. She did. So, it is likely that this happened. Basically, that's what it was, right? And they said in 12 of the 14 cases that basically the judge ruled in favor of Amber Heard or in favor of the Sun for releasing this information or calling him an abuser because they said that this was something that was likely to have happened. Now there's more information that's coming out in the current defamation lawsuit. That is a $50 million lawsuit. And in this one, there's more information coming out or being used that kind of, I guess, in the eyes of the public at the very least, and even someone like myself, makes it seem more favorable to Johnny Depp. Depp wasn't allowed to defend himself because the question in front of the court was whether the Sun defamed him, not whether he abused her. Yeah. Throw some of this out. Let me fix my shit over here 1 second. Libel law in the UK, the defendant has the burden of proof. Okay, so sorry, 2551. Okay, what is this?
Hey everyone, welcome.
2551. This better be the fucking appropriate timestamp. You feel me?
So big investigative study you've done. I'm not sitting here and fighting with you about the fight that we had last night.
After you fucking got physically violent with me, I texted Travis. I said, "Come up here," because I didn't want anything to happen.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's coming to what? Save me?
No, go ahead. Continue. You. Travis to the rescue.
No, that was the last one. You can go. You go.
Hold on 1 second.
That was the last insult.
Oh, yeah. You called me a liar, and yet
I watched you lie.
You called me a liar.
I watched you lie. I heard it. I was right there.
There's no what. You still haven't told me what lie it is. But yet every single fucking time. You know you do this every single fucking time.
We'll talk to Travis.
I'm not fucking talking to nobody.
No,
fuck that. You go fucking jerk him off. I don't care. I really could care less. It's you every single time. You latch onto some sort of thing. When I already told you, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about. You still haven't even told me what it is. But run with it.
I have told you what it is.
No, you haven't.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the fucking thing. And you in the face. And you said, no, fucking, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then I
didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
Wait.
It's not punching you. Babe, you're not.
Is she saying babe or bitch? I don't know why she said bitch. She said babe, I think.
Not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
Even a lot of fights have been around a long time. I know. Yeah,
no, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this. But I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was. But you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your toes?
I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
that's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start physical fights?
Such a baby!
Because you...
Like, this is one of those audio, this is, in my opinion, one of those damning audio instances where I was like, dude, this is like gaslighting, you know? This is girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep, slay queen shit, okay? Straight up. Like, hey, don't care, you know, you're a bitch, you're fucking being a bitch, like, I didn't actually punch you, I just, you know, slapped you, shut the fuck up. And honestly, like, this was one of those instances where I was like, okay, this is like a little bit different than the way that everyone previously thought it was. You know what I mean? You know, it's just like she's literally saying like she was hitting him. This is basically the audio that made me completely reconsider this. Neden aptal gibi davranıyorsun? Hasan göt dilini sikeyim amık. Ebu Cehil'in kankası. Al bunu. Bu yarrağı al, tamam mı? Geri zekalı. Shit. Motherfuckers think because they're tier 3 sub, they can just like say whatever the fuck they want in Turkish. Dude, what the fuck? Sorry, I have delivery. And this homie's like, your gate is not opening. And I'm like, dude, the door is literally wide open. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, no, it's not opening. I'm like, well, then you're at the wrong house. Like, what do you mean? Okay, sorry. Normi kitle abi Reddit Place'ten.
Fuck off,
Because you start physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I had to get the fuck out of there.
Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable. Every single time. What's your excuse? When there's not a physical fight, then what's the excuse there? You're still being admirable, right? Just by running away? And you can sit here and call me names, but you get called a name, and what do? That's the last insult. You're a baby. You're a hypocrite. You don't do anything that you actually do. You expect from people what you can't give them.
But this seems to be the day following the incident I covered in this video, in which Amber admitted in her 2016 deposition.
Okay. It's the worst thing that I've been through. I was left with an injured lip and nose and cuts on my arms. Heard alleged that at one point Depp grabbed her by the neck and shoved her against the fridge and said he would crush her neck. She said there was broken glass everywhere and alleged that he ripped off her nightgown so that she was naked. At some point, he pulled me around by the neck and pushed me down against the bar. I was back against the bar, naked, bent over backwards. Okay. My back against the marble. He was pressing so hard on my neck I couldn't breathe. I was trying to tell him that I couldn't breathe. I remember thinking he was going to kill me in that moment, she said. Watch the Matt Orchard video. Yeah, we will do that. Depp alleges Heard put a cigarette out on his cheek and began throwing bottles at him after being signed to ask a post-nuptial agreement, resulting in his fingertip being severed by a bottle that shattered and ricocheted. Heard claims he injured himself while smashing a telephone. I mean, dude, you can literally see his finger. Like, it's censored in here, but you can see his fucking finger. And while there is no... Stop saying blood and shit. It's censored. Calm down. It's censored. It's censored. It's censored. You fucking little bitches. I know you care about the TROS, but you make a bigger deal out of it and you fucking freak out. Making it so that, it's just like a bigger deal. So... Heard's claim is supported by Depp's text to his doctor stating that he cut his own finger. He admits to dipping his injury in paint and defacing mirrors, accusing Easy Amber of having an affair with Billy Bob Thornton. He doesn't seek medical care for 24 hours and is later hospitalized. So the problem with this situation is that on the one hand, you are like, you're saying, on the one hand, you're like, well, okay, there are admissions on Amber Heard's part that like Johnny Depp wasn't abusive. And you're using that as like an indication that there was no abuse on behalf of Johnny Depp. But then when the exact opposite thing happens to Johnny Depp, you're like, oh, well, there you go. That's an admission that Johnny Depp wasn't abused either. Do you see what I mean? Heard's claim supported by Depp's text to his doctor stating like, when you are a victim to domestic abuse, just like Amber Heard not showing any bruises is not an indication that she was not fucking abused, okay? You have to understand. Johnny Depp, or not Johnny Depp, sorry, Amber Heard not showing any physical, any like makeup or anything, or any physical indications of abuse doesn't mean that like that abuse did not happen, okay? It doesn't. I mean, that's the whole point, is that like you can hide it. And a lot of times victims of domestic abuse hide it because they want to continue going. They want to continue going through the relationship. They love the person. It's incredibly toxic. They're embarrassed by the situation. They feel like they brought it on themselves, okay? And a similar thing could have happened to Johnny Depp as well if this is a mutually toxic relationship, where it's very easy for Johnny Depp to be like, yeah, I did this to myself, or I telling the doctor they did him to himself. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not weird wearing sunglasses in the hospital. There are bright-ass lights shining in your face. What? But the burden of proof is on her, not having anything to do with the trial. The only real evidence I can see are the audio recordings. You can't even prove the bruises or cut they had throughout the relationship are caused by domestic violence. Is there hideously and purposely hurtful tirades in her goddamn shocking treatment of the man she was meant to love? Above all, here's the real deal, mate. Her obsession with herself is far more important. She's so fucking ambitious, so desperate for success and fame. That's why I was acquired, mate. Although she has hammered me with what sad old man has been, I am. Cowan has done me the most cruel of favors. I'm so very sad. I cut the top of my middle finger off. What should I do except, of course, go to a hospital? I'm so embarrassed for jumping into anything with her. Wait, I don't understand. That doesn't prove what they're saying it proves. What the fuck? On 3/23/15, Depp allegedly hit Heard repeatedly. His security arrives but does not interfere. Heard's sister is standing by a flight of stairs and Depp makes a pushing motion, resulting in Heard punching him with a closed fist. She says it was self-defense.